Anything else you want to say to your fans, man?
Man, shout out to DONTAE'S Boxing Nation. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Errol Spence Jr., my whole name, and just look out for me.
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Errol Spence, as expected, is very eager to win the IBF title. He's now waiting for Kell Brook to make up his mind if he's going to vacate or not, and most likely Errol Spence or Kell Brook, he will vacate, because I can't see him going from getting his eye socket broken by a middleweight to coming down to face Errol Spence, possibly the hardest puncher at the welterweight division. And it's not just his power, it's his skill set. So I don't believe that Kell Brook is going to do that, and Errol Spence, he doesn't believe he's going to do it as well, but we'll find out. Kell Brook, he called out Canelo Alvarez immediately following his loss to Gennady Golovkin, and that was to no avail because Canelo Alvarez, he never responded, which is unfortunate because that would have been a really good fight. That would have been a really, really good matchup, considering the fact that Kell Brook, he moved up 2 weight classes to face Gennady Golovkin. For him to come down 1 weight class and face Canelo Alvarez, even if it's at a catch weight, especially if it's at 155, that would seem to be right up Kell Brook's alley. And like I said before, Errol Spence, he talked about the possibility of Kell Brook most likely vacating the belt. And he said something that I thought was pretty interesting. He said he bet on Kell Brook to beat Gennady Golovkin. Matter of fact, let me go and quote exactly what he had to say. Quote, according to his interviews, he's going to vacate. So hopefully he vacates, because I don't want to wait until next summer to fight him, because he had the broken eye socket and had surgery, and that's going to take some time. I want to fight for the IBF world title and then fight guys like Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman, who are already stars, and beat those guys. Then this is when he starts talking about betting on Kell Brook to beat Gennady Golovkin. Quote, I thought he did better than what everybody else expected. I actually put $400 on him. I actually bet on him to win because the odds were too good. He did all right. He did good. He did good enough that it made a lot of middleweights call out Triple G now. He did better than a lot of people expected. End quote. So I thought that was pretty interesting that he bet money on Kell Brook. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. 2017 should be epic when it comes to the welterweight division, because Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman is pretty much all but done. All Danny Garcia has to do is get past Sam Vargas, which we know he'll get past him. And after that, we have Keith Thurman versus Danny Garcia. By that time, I predict that Errol Spence will win the IBF title, regardless who he fights for the title. Maybe it's against Abel Sanchez's fighter, the undefeated Panamarev. If he fights him, that would be a hell of a fight. That would be a hell of a fight. Panamarev is an undefeated prospect who beat the undefeated at the time, Brad Solomon. So that would be a really good matchup. You have 2 young, strong, undefeated prospects going head to head. If Kell Brook, if he doesn't get Canelo Alvarez, which most likely he won't, because like I said, Canelo hasn't even mentioned his name, you really have to wonder, where does Kell Brook go from here? Does he go back down to welterweight? Does he stay at 154? Because I don't think he wants to stay at 154 with the animals up there like the Charlo brothers, Demetrius Andrade, Edeslandi Lara, a lot of animals at 154. But the same thing could be said about the welterweight division. The Keith Thurmans, the Errol Spences, even Danny Garcia. So it'll be interesting to see what Kell Brook does from this point on. For all I know is Errol Spence, he's going to be a problem no matter who gets in the ring with Errol Spence. You're going to have your hands full, no doubt about it. And I see Errol Spence, I'm picking Errol Spence over everyone right now. I don't see anyone beating Errol Spence. But with that being said, I truly believe Errol Spence's most difficult fight would probably be against a Kell Brook out of all the welterweights right now. So we'll see what happens. That's pretty much all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.